New question. The member from Kingston and the Islands.
Mr. Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Community and Social Services. Our government is committed to building a province where everyone can live free from the fear and threat of violence and harassment. The Ontario Association of Interval and Transition Houses, one of our terrific violence against women partner organizations, is here today at Queen's Park. OAITH is a coalition of first-stage emergency shelters, second-stage housing and community-based organizations who work towards ending violence against women. They are the largest women's shelter association in Canada and represent approximately 50% of violence against women's shelters in Ontario. One of their member agencies, Kingston Interval House, has been supporting women and their children in my riding for over 40 years. And I'm thrilled that their executive director, Pam Havery, who is the Eastern Region representative on the Board of Directors of OAITH, is here with us. Mr. Speaker, can the minister please tell the House about the great work OAITH is doing across the province of Ontario?
Thank you. Minister of Community and Social Services.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and to the member from Kingston and the Islands for the question and her advocacy in supporting survivors of domestic violence. I'd also like to thank OAITH for being here with us today and for all of the support they provide violence against women shelters in the province. I'd also like to thank all of the violence against women staff and volunteers across the province for the work they do each and every day to support the women and their children who have experienced domestic violence. This November, OAITH launched their 5th annual Purple Scarf Wrapped in Courage campaign. This year's scarf was designed by local Ontario mixed media artist Jen Lados, who's here today. The beautiful design on the scarf reads, "The courage of a woman alone is not enough." Her artistic vision has produced a scarf that I know many people across Ontario will be proud to wear. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and to the Minister for her answer. We recognize the unfortunate reality that violence against women continues to be prevalent in our society. Last year, nearly 11,000 women and over 6,700 children were served by our 96 emergency shelter agencies across the province. Over 45,000 women and children received counselling services. This government is committed to improving the lives of women and their children and strengthening communities by helping organizations such as OAITH end domestic violence and support survivors. We have heard from violence against women agencies that there's a need to increase the training for frontline workers and that there has been an increase in the number of older women who are accessing supports. When we speak of frontline workers, I want to acknowledge them, each and every one, and especially those on the front line taking those first calls. Can the minister please outline how he continues to support organizations like OAITH and the violence against women sector as a whole?
Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And today I'm pleased to announce that OAITH will be receiving over $1 million over 4 years as part of this government's senior strategy. This funding will ensure that senior-specific frontline worker training is provided across the sector. OAITH will also be receiving $130,000 from my ministry to deliver additional training on a variety of topics to frontline staff across the province. In addition, my ministry, along with the Ministry of the Status of Women, are moving ahead on an updated domestic violence action plan and the creation of a gender-based violence strategy. We will continue to work across government and with community partners to make this province safer for all women and their children. Mr. Speaker, I encourage all members to join me following question period for a photo on the staircase wearing our purple scarves, as well as for OAITH's lunch reception in room 230. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.